Hi everyone, my name is Basil Roy and my student ID is 016. Today, I will present my project one, Active Directory Domain Services Deployment on Microsoft Azure. This recording is being made on July 4th, 2025, and you can see my Cloud Lab account name here at the top of the Azure portal, ODL underscore user 1715576, confirming that this is my own work. I will now walk you step by step through the project components and demonstrate the functionality as per the project rubric. Let's start by looking at the resource group that holds all the project resources. First, I created a dedicated resource group named MST300-Project1-RC as required. This resource group contains all my project resources, including the virtual networks, virtual machines, and the dash host. As you see on the screen, all the resources are properly organized within this simple resource group, following the project naming conventions and ensuring everything is contained in one logical unit for easy management. Next, I will show you how I configure the virtual networks that form the backbone of this development. I configured three virtual networks as specified in the project requirements. MST300-VNet1 contains two subnets, VNet1-subnet1 for the domain controller, VM, and the Azure Bastion subnet for the Bastion host. ST300-VNet2 contains VNet2-subnet1 for the web server VM. ST300-VNet3 contains VNet3-subnet1 for the client VM. Each VNet uses different address keys assigned to me on the blackboard, and I have already demonstrated to you and confirmed that they are different. As you see, each virtual network has its own distinct address streams, ensuring proper network segmentation and isolation. Also, I configured virtual network peering to allow communication between the domain controller, the web server, and the client VMs. Here you can see the peering connections established between MST300-VNet1 and MST300-VNet2, MST300-VNet1, and MST300-VNet3, and MST300-VNet2, and MST300-VNet3. This ensures all resources can communicate across networks securely. As I click into each peering link, you can see the configuration shows the connected status, confirming that the peering is active and functional across all three virtual networks. Now that all networks are connected, I'll demonstrate how I use Azure Bastion to securely access my domain controller. I deployed an Azure Bastion host named MST300-Bastion host and MST300-VNet1 to manage my virtual machines without public IP addresses. This provides secure RTP and SSH connectivity to my virtual machines directly through the Azure portal. I will now connect to my domain controller VM called DC-VM using Azure Bastion. As you can see, I am logging in with the domain admin account pro16.admin at pro16.mst300.com. Once connected inside the domain controller, you can see the domain name configured as pro16.mst300.com. I will open the server manager, navigate to the tools, then Active Directory users and computers to show the domain configuration. As you see before, the domain admin account pro16.admin and the domain user account pro16 both are configured, and web server -vm and client -vm are joined to the domain, confirming successful setup. Now moving forward, I will now connect to the client VM named client-VM using the Azure Bastion. This demonstrates that the Bastion host can successfully connect to the virtual machines across different virtual networks thanks to the peering configuration we established earlier. This time I am logging in with the domain user account as required by the project rubric. User at PROJECT1 16.mst300.com. This shows that the client machine is properly joined to the domain and can authenticate using domain credentials rather than the local account. On this client VM, I will demonstrate accessing the web server's IIS site using the FQTN as required. The web server VM is joined to the domain with IIS installed and a customized page. I will open a browser and enter web server dash vm.piro16.mst300.com. The site loads successfully showing the title Piro16's Windows Server confirming IIS setup, DNS resolution, and close network communication. This concludes my demonstration. I have shown a Sebastian connectivity to the domain controller and client VM, logging with the domain admin and user accounts, VNet peering, and IAS web server with a customized title and access via FQTN. All components worked as required. Thank you for reviewing my work project. Thank you.